Isn't it refreshing to see a celebrity that really listens to what they're being asked, then thinks about it, and then responds? It shouldn't be like that, but in today's social media age, people don't do that, sadly. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Forever Here. I hope that you are all doing well. I want to have a little bit of a catch up with you. So I realised the only time I watched this documentary teaser was in the live stream, and I really didn't even focus on it, and I want to watch this with you again. But there are a few other things as well. If you have a look at the description below, you will see what I'm going to watch today. Quick catch ups on some random little videos for upcoming activities, or like wrapping up of certain stuff. Now, this documentary is very much due. I'm really hoping that they're going to talk to us about all the issues that they went through in the past 5 years. I mean, honestly, these boys have been through a lot, but especially the name issue and breaking away from SBT and establishing Onesie Entertainment. So yeah, I really want to get into this. Let's watch this together.
Check.
Carrying a lot of weight on those shoulders.
Check. 1.
Siguro I think mas magiging masaya mamaya kasi nga ganito yung setup, walang upuan.
Mahirap yung journey towards big things. Yun na yung puso, yung passion and everything.
Parang step by step talaga siya eh.
They're gonna proper talk to us.
Itong pagkaba na magpa-perform ka, hindi mo alam kung sino yung manonood sa'yo, yun yung makakalaban namin dito.
Every time I step on stage, sobrang kabado ako palagi.
Parang feeling ko, hindi ko na na-enjoy mag-perform.
Tara.
This is gonna be really serious.
Josh. Justin. Wait lang po.
Hindi, sa green zone.
Lahat po ng pasok dito. Lababas.
Baka hindi talaga to for me. Akala ko sabay-sabay kami magkakasama. Tapos biglang hindi pala.
Are they packing up all of their stuff for the move?
But we're very happy na na-overcome namin yun.
Are they going to talk to us about the issue? Oof.
Sobrang namomotivate pa kami na gawin pa yung mga gusto namin gawin and i-achieve pa yung greatest heights na gusto pa namin maabot.
Maabot yung kung ano man yung gusto namin gawin. Yun yung pinaka-importante.
Aking liham sa pag-ibig ko, di hayaan na mag-isa ka sa kahit na ano. Ikaw lang ang himpilan ng aking puso. Sa piling mo'y panatag ang buong pagkatao. Ligaya ng aking mundo.
Wow. This is about to be really, really heavy and hefty and weighty. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch this unless like a streaming service like Netflix picks this up, which I'm really hopeful for because there are many international 18 and Filipino communities that would be interested in watching this. And, you know, it will only help for SB19 to grow if a documentary like this was available on a streaming service, and I'm really hopeful that I'll get the opportunity to watch this. But if I don't, then it's okay, because that's life, and I'm sure that all of you, my wonderful 18 friends, will tell me how it is, and we'll still cry over it together. This is the thing, I was thinking about this a lot. I was trying to book tickets to see an artist, and I was like, when is the next time they're going to come to London? And I had a quick look at their schedule, and they have been touring for 2 years. 2 years non-stop. Like, what is that even like? You set out to be a singer and you think, I'm going to get to perform loads, and you probably look at it through rose-tinted glasses, but actually when you get to doing it, it's quite different. I think that you're held to very different standards, and you always have to be on the top of your game, constantly improving, constantly thinking of the next step, otherwise you're going to get left behind. There's a lot of traveling involved in this. You're away from home, away from your friends and family. You're not always able to look after your health and your mental well-being, and it's difficult. It could get really, really lonely, and the pressure of it could be too much. And that's when you see people completely have breakdowns in the public eye. They step away from the public eye. Their careers are ended. And so I think this is not something to be taken lightly. I think I will say that the boys have done exceptionally well, and I'm so grateful that each of them had the others to rely on, because that is all that they could rely on, in all honesty. I know that they do have some of the team members that were with SBT and are now with 1Z, but actually from the beginning until now, all they have had is each other. So that bond, that relationship has been so important, and I'm really glad that they were able to establish that really well and be really strong from even before debut to date, because if they just wouldn't have survived. That's the truth. I think that you're thrown under the bus, lots of hate is thrown your way, everyone is questioning what you're doing, and then they had problems with their company. And that moment of moving out of the old studio into new offices, obviously it's extremely exciting, but it's a big commitment. Like, you're probably putting down a lot of capital to establish something like that, and you're learning as you go along how this is all going to work. And they're young guys, they're trying to figure it out. It's not easy to be the group and then be the company as well. So they're really wearing a lot of hats, and there's just no getting away from SB19. No matter what you're doing, I think this is always going to be on their minds. And I just know that they have a wonderful team that is ensuring that they are taking breaks and taking time for themselves, because this can be all-consuming, a little bit too much sometimes. I'm really looking forward to watching this. Wow, that was one hell of a 2-minute and 40-second insight into what this is going to be about. I was expecting it to be like this, where we're going to get those one-on-one insights into how they were feeling. But to really think that we're going to hear what happened, I just don't know how I'm going to feel about the whole thing. It just really hurts me that at one point last year, they were thinking that that was the end. Can you imagine having to announce that to us, and suddenly thousands of people feel displaced? Like, what do you do when that happens to your group? Which is why we know it's so important to be in that moment and to support our boys and do everything, even if it's one stream, even if it's a like on their video, a comment on their video, anything that we can do to ensure that this goes on for as long as possible and that they are successful and it opens up new doors for them. We need to do it. On to happier stuff. Look at these achievements. They earned every single 18 that exists today, one by one. Huwag ka na sana pang mawawala, pagkat papa ko yung binuka, lilipad ng malaya kasi nga you are my freedom.
Let's go.
Yes, Jay.
Sabi ko, Jay, ito na ang huli, pero hindi pa ito ang wakas. Patuloy ang pagtatag at karupang ito!
Yes, Pablo. I want Pablo to give me a pep talk. I wish they would have recorded this for like official release. It's so powerful. There you go. That was really great. I love it. Like, it shows you a little bit of the behind the scenes, and then like I love the way they show Araneta filling up because it makes you feel really excited as if you were there. And then like them on stage, like all of these shots are amazing, and I hope that at least they make it into the documentary. I think perhaps the team were there, and we probably will get a little bit of this. Probably that's what they have been followed round by videographers for like a year or something in order to put that documentary together. And so yeah, we'll hopefully get to see a little bit more of this spectacular show. But yeah, their shows have come such a long way as well, and obviously they've got so much content to squeeze into their concerts that we've noticed they don't do covers anymore, they don't do skits and all the fun stuff, especially not when they do home shows anyway. But yeah, I think it's an absolute dream to be able to see them in Araneta, to see one of these big massive shows, especially when they put the refresher on everything. And I just won't be over this. It's like one of those other things, it's another thing to add to my list that I'll just never be over. Like earlier today I was refreshing my memory on the Asia Artist Awards performance, and I was thinking how much I was obsessed with that when that first happened, and actually how much I'm still obsessed with it, and I'll never be over it because that was such a freaking comeback after everything that they had been through last year. What a performance that was. They absolutely stole the show. And when you think since then to this moment and everything, I'm just so incredibly proud of the year that SB19 have had, and here's to more. And I feel really pumped up the recent activities and everything that they have got lined up.
Is there any slang from the Philippines that you would like to spread in Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Go on then.
Omsim. Omsim is like it's originally pronounced mismo, but they just scramble the words, just reverse the words. So it's spelled omsim. Yeah. So I really use that word like omsim or mesmerized, something like that. So yeah, it means exactly like that, like exactly mismo, exactly.
Interesting. What like kind of like situations do you feel like you use it the most?
Like sometimes I use that to brag, especially when I'm with my close friends, something like that. Like, man, your song is so good, and then I reply like, omsim, mismo, like exactly, like what's new, so something like that. So. Yeah.
So you're almost using it in kind of like a for sure kind of situation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Could you name for us your top 3 favorite Asian artists or groups, band, whatever it may be?
Asian artists, I'd say Cole, Yuki Chiba.
Ah, nice.
Yuki Chiba. Sheena Ringo.
Oh, Sheena Ringo.
Yeah. Chiba. What is this? It's almost like I think he's Asian.
Chen, why are you so cute?
Damn, it's really hard. This is the last one, so
yeah, it's difficult to fit.
It's the last one, so I should think about it carefully. Sheena Ringo and Dean, if you know Dean.
Yeah.
Dean from Korea. He's from Korea. He's an R&B singer in Korea. Yeah. I've been listening to his music since I was, like 8 years. Yeah.
Wow.
The past 8 years. Oh, he's really good.
Interesting. So, like, I was surprised. Like, first two names you dropped Japanese, and then
Japanese.
third one Korean. So, have you been like paying attention to, I guess, like J-pop and hip hop and like K-pop and K-hip hop kind of stuff, like for a long time?
Oh yeah. Especially because I'm a big fan of anime, so I listen a lot to J-rock music, J-pop. So that's when I started to sing along with with J-rock also. So yeah, I think it's really unique, especially the voice, especially the accent of the song.
Yeah.
It's really it's a banger always for me, like to listen to Japanese songs. Yeah, like the melody also is really catchy, and then I like the cutesy songs too. I like the cutesy songs, the Japanese cute songs too in the animes. Yeah.
I really love to listen to him. He talks in a really different flow. He really takes his time. Sometimes it's a little bit broken and then he connects it at the end. He's just got a really interesting way of talking, and he's one of those people that you'll never like spit it out. You're always like, I'm willing to listen to what you have to say because I know that it's going to be worth listening to. Like he'll only open his mouth if it's something that's worth saying, responding to, worth his energy. And I love that. I just loved seeing him in this kind of situation. It's obviously really different. And yeah, like interesting. I obviously don't know the background of this channel and the person that's interviewing either, but they kind of seem surprised that somebody would be consuming Asian music. Like other Asian music. I don't know what response they were expecting, but Filipinos do consume, by the looks of it, a lot of what happens in Asia, and I don't think that necessarily the same could be said for other Asian places. Like I don't think Koreans listen to P-pop yet. And like other countries and stuff, but I think that by the sounds of it, if I'm talking about K-pop, for instance, I've always come across Filipinos and they've always been like a part of a certain fandom or a part of a certain fandom. So I think that Filipinos just love good music no matter where it comes from, and it was interesting that was surprising to the interviewer.
I wanted to ask, I see that you have like a few tattoos and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Could you share?
Can I just say to you that this guy talking, he has such a flirtatious voice. I know that he doesn't mean to do that, but I guess like when somebody this good looking is in front of you can't help but flirt with him. Like I don't know if you've noticed that, but he's just got such a sex voice.
Some of them and possibly
Also, I have like skeleton, 2 skeleton tattoos here and butterfly.
Oh, he likes to talk about his
tattoos. It's for my grandparents because they died in the same year.
I see.
And the same date also,
did
but
you see how
not
that
the
hit
same
him?
month. My grandmother died on April 27, I think. What? I saw that one, I think, and then my grandfather died on December 27, I think. So yeah, that's why I put a butterfly with with tears right here, and 2 skeleton. And this one is about me. Kraken stands for being mysterious, and this is Black Clover. It's an anime, and this is a raven too. So yeah, it's a symbol of luck for me.
I like all it's all like quite like dark symbolism, like whether it's the Kraken or the Raven.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have like kind of more of like a positive way of approaching it.
There's a negative meaning also, but I like to focus on the positive side.
Nice.
I just want to cry so hard, like hearing him talk about his grandparents and knowing exactly what they meant to him, and him like it suddenly hit him, and him suddenly trying to like scramble to do something else to distract himself. We've all been in that situation where you think you can talk about it, because the more you talk about it, the more you heal from a situation like that, and then you start talking about it and you're like, it's really difficult. And yeah, you really feel that from him, and it just makes me want to cry. But it's interesting that he likes to talk about his tattoos. Obviously, if you have something like that on you forever, you would want to talk about them, and that's really interesting. Like, if I'd love to hear a little bit more in detail, extensively, like him talking about all of his tattoos. And I don't think that we've got that enough in previous interviews. I honestly just love hearing from him. I wish this was like a couple hours. He seems to be in a good place right now, and it's really interesting that the interviewer was like, there's a lot of dark symbolism there, but there's a light within you. I think that's kind of like where he was going with that, and I agree with that. I think that he carries a lot of darkness, and obviously being the personality type that he is as well. But within that, when you look into his eyes, the brightness, the sparkliness, the little kid in there that's bursting to get out, he's definitely still in this industry, still releasing stuff today, because he is a positive person, because he fought through everything, and he will continue to do that as well. I just have so much faith and so much belief in Philip, and this is really wonderful. It seems like these have now stopped. I guess when I look at other artists, they only release like 3 to 4, maybe 5 of these little short videos, and I think that we are done with that, which is really sad. But it was really refreshing to see him on this channel, and this kind of like one-on-one, and the interviewer made him feel really comfortable as well, and you could see how intently he was listening. He was kind of leaning in, because the person was a little soft-spoken, and really trying to listen to what he was being asked, then think about it before he was speaking. Isn't it refreshing to see a celebrity that really listens to what they're being asked, then thinks about it, and then responds? It shouldn't be like that, but in today's social media age, people don't do that, sadly. That's everything that I wanted to catch up on. Sadly, we're leaving that on a bit of a sad note, but I want Philip to talk about it, because the more he does, the more he'll heal. And I'm sure he has so many wonderful memories with his grandparents that he wants to share with people. I look forward to hearing about them in the future too. Do talk to me about everything that I included here. This was a lot heavier than I was expecting it to be. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope that you had fun. And until I see you next time, take care. Stay safe. Bye.